Hey guys, for today's video, we'll be presenting the level of perception in children vaccination of DIH's grade 11 STEM students. After the huge issue about the vaccine scare in the Philippines, the public trust the government officials participating in the procurement of the vaccine, as well as the scientists involved in vaccine research and evaluation, spiked down and received outrageous comments and sentiments. The Vaccine Confidence Project team assessed the effects of the crisis, contrasting the levels of confidence in 2015 prior to the incident with the 2018 levels. The findings represent a dramatic decline in vaccine trust from 93% strongly agree that the vaccines are relevant in 2015 to 32% in 2018. There has been a fall of confidence among those who strongly agree that the vaccines are safe from 82% in 2015 to just 21% in 2018. Likewise, confidence in the efficiency of vaccines has fallen from 82% in 2015 to just 22%. Since everything has come to the fall of the present situation, we have decided to conduct research to determine the perception of grade 11 STEM students in DIHS on children vaccination in their response to certain questions about vaccination in general.
So in here, you can see the survey questions on Google Forms. So this was constructed and utilized to give answer to the questions being presented. A 5-point Likert scale was used, in which 1 is equivalent to strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, 3 for neutral, 4 for agree, and 5 for strongly agree. So here you can see the accumulated individual responses from the 72 respondents that we acquired.
After gathering the data, we computed for the central tendency of each problem, which are the mean, median, and mode. Based on the figure, we can then conclude that on statement number 1, I am aware of children receiving vaccines from the government. 1.4% of the respondents strongly disagree. 1.4% agree. 9.7% are neutral. 31.9% agree. And 55.6% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents strongly agree on statement number 1. The average response is 4.39. On statement number 2, I remember receiving vaccines when I was young. 2.8% of the respondents strongly disagree, 2.8% disagree, 6.9% are neutral, 31.9% agree, and 55.6% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents strongly agree on the statement number 2. The average response is 4.35. On this figure, we can determine that on the statement number 3, I fully trust the vaccines provided by the government. 1.4% of the respondents strongly disagree, 4.2% disagree, 40.3% are neutral, 36.1% agree, and 18.1% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents are neutral on statement number 3. The average response is 3.65.
Based on the figure, we can then conclude that on the statement number 4, I see vaccines as a threat to human health, 19.7% of the respondents strongly disagree, 43.7% agree, 22.5% are neutral, 9.9% agree, and 4.2% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents agree on statement number 4. The average response is 2.39. On statement number 5, others' opinion affect my own decision on taking vaccines. 8.3% of the respondents strongly disagree, 27.8% disagree, 33.3% are neutral, 26.4% agree, and 4.2% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents are neutral on statement number 5. The average response is 2.89. On this figure, we can then determine that on statement number 6, my family plays a big role in influencing my decision on taking vaccines. 1.4% of the respondents strongly disagree, 12.5% disagree, 15.3% are neutral, 38.9% agree, and 31.9% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents agree on the statement number 6. The average response is 3.88.
Based on the figure, We can then conclude that on the statement number 7, I easily believed on any news articles or information regarding possible harmful effects of human vaccination. 11.1% of the respondents strongly disagree. 36.1% disagree. 34.7% are neutral. 16.7% are agree. And 1.4% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents disagree on statement number 7. The average response is 2.61.
On statement number 8, I am well informed about the vaccines I take. None of the respondents strongly disagree. 1.4% disagree. 25% are neutral. 38.9% agree. And 34.7% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents agree on statement number 8. The average response is 2.89.
On this figure, we can then determine that on statement number 9, I am willing to take future vaccines if situation needs. 1.4% of the respondents strongly disagree, 2.8% disagree, 11.1% are neutral, 50% agree, and 34.7% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents agree on statement number 9. The average response is 4.14.
Based on the figure, we can then conclude that on statement number 10, I recommend taking vaccines. 1.4% of the respondents strongly disagree, 1.4% disagree, 22.2% are neutral, 38.9% agree, and 36.1% strongly agree. Based on our computed central tendency, majority of the respondents agree on statement number 10. The average response is 4.07.